Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. I got one of them ones in the building, man. I don't know. I don't know why when you talk about Cowboys content creators, you don't hear his name more. This is a guy that I learned a lot from. And it's a Cowboys content creator. See, look, Cowboys, I ain't that bad. I ain't that bad. I listen sometimes. But you know what I'm saying? I listen sometimes. But you gotta have something worth talking about. I got my guy Akoye Media in the building. What's up with you, man?
What's good, man? Appreciate it. You bad this week though. You ain't gonna get a, this the wrong time to come out, please. Like you do that, you gotta do that like at the end of the season. They gonna be ass this week.
Listen, they definitely on our body. It's a big week. Eagles Cowboys week. We all know this is a big week. We all know the NFC East is back. You know what I mean? We got a 5-1 team, 2 4-1 teams. I don't know what's going down in Washington, but this ain't a Washington team.
We got 2 5-1, 2 5-1 teams. And 1 4-1 team. We don't know what the Giants gonna do. But we both 5-1. I respect that. Yeah, let's get it.
That ain't happening, bro. We about to be 6-0, bro. And I think I know how we gonna do it. Listen, I'm gonna start with quarterbacks, though, man. I just want your honest opinion because I know you really, really watch tape. Now it's easy for a casual Eagles fan to be like, Jalen Hurts is improving. He's improving. He's 5-0. Guys are catching the ball. Like your honest opinion, like where do you think Jalen Hurts is improving? If you think he's improving at all.
You know what's crazy, bro? And it's gonna sound like I'm like hating but I'm not. I don't think he has improved. I think the game slowed down, but he's playing like himself from Alabama. I think they've given him more in the scheme that's familiar, right? And from what I see on film, like when preparing for him, and when I say he hasn't improved, that's not a knock because I don't think he was trash. So people who think he was bad or he needed to improve, he was a rookie. And he, he was coming in, he needed to grow. But I think he's more comfortable now. The game slowed down now. And what they're doing in the scheme is what you do with any quarterback to warm him up, which is giving him easier throws initially. Like y'all run a lot of screens, hitches, stuff close to the line because your whole team is predicated on yak. Like everybody with the ball in their hand on the Eagles is dangerous. So, including Jalen Hurts. So y'all play to that. And Jalen Hurts understands where to go with the football. And then once he pulls defenses down when they're trying to stop those screens and those hitches and all that, it's easier for him to get behind you. So he's executing, and y'all line is keeping him fresh for the most part. So I don't even think that he's like, I can't say one area where he's like, oh, he got a quicker release or his clock is better. He still, it's like he gonna read probably 1/4 to 2/4 of the field, and if he don't see what he like, he got the wheels. He gonna take off. He gonna get to you though. But the problem is, can you? It might be a 2-trick pony, but it's a hell of a trick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, can you stop it? Is the question. And obviously, most teams can't because they don't have the personnel both on the front and back. And you either got teams that'll have that front end, like Washington, who can probably give you some pressure, but if he can see some opportunities and be able to skeek out on you. So it's like, or you got teams like the Lions who can score on you, but they don't got the defense to be able to stop nothing. So the way you guys play, it's very smash mouth, and y'all a sturdy team. So, and he plays into that. And then I like his mentals though.
That's a big part. Yeah,
I listened to him in his press conferences and the way he talk. I'm like, oh, he gritty. Like if he get an opportunity to I think next year you're gonna see a jump in Jalen Hurts, and that's when he understands. Like right now, the game's slowing down. Next year, I think he's gonna become more cerebral because I can see that he's highly intelligent. He quick with it, but it hasn't. The reason I said that is because it hasn't jumped into him going through progression. When I look at a quarterback, I'm looking like, are you moving safeties on purpose? Are you going through progressions? Not that you have to, because if you win it without it, don't do it. But he's not at that level yet. He don't do that yet, and that's what I'm looking for in him. But other than that, I think he a pretty damn good quarterback, and I don't think he's.
I don't think he's reached his ceiling yet at all either, though. I actually saw a little clip of him actually moving the safety, or it looked like he was moving his safety. You know what I mean? It's some tape out there that I've been looking at of Jalen Hurts, and he's doing things that this year that he wasn't doing last year. Yeah. He's definitely the biggest thing for me is just taking what the defense gives him. Right. He's doing that a lot. Like he's not trying to force nothing. I think we put the ball in his hands way too many times last year in passing situations. And like you said, with the game slowing down and you understanding certain things, you start to get those easy completions that could warm you up. And he got weapons now. Yeah, you know what I mean. And he got weapons now. So
that's the other thing. Like look what happened with Dak when we got Amari Cooper. It became a different offense. And I think AJ coming in definitely changed the whole perspective. Nothing wrong with Smith. I think Smith is like, obviously they call him what, Batman,
skinny Batman.
Skinny Batman, yeah, funny dude. But you guys got weapons top down both sides of the ball, man. I think the Eagles are really if they're not playing the Cowboys, they're a respectable team to watch, man. When they playing the Cowboys, you know what I mean? I gotta talk my shit. You already know how that goes.
So you think y'all got the personnel to stop us? Y'all got that front and y'all got that speed at the linebacker level to kind of make it more difficult for him.
The one hiccup that I see with Hurts is, like I said, when under pressure, when you got a scrambling quarterback, the things that make him dangerous, the thing that makes Russell Wilson dangerous, the thing that makes Dak dangerous when he's doing it correctly, when his wheels, because he got some lower extremity injuries, his wheels ain't quite what they used to be. But they always say when you got a quarterback that keep his eyes downfield while he's scrambling, and that's what hurts. When he pulled the ball down, he ready to go. He looking to go.
Yeah, that's a fact, though. That's a fact.
When he could keep his eyes downfield, if he could keep his eyes downfield while he's doing that, that's what's going to make him sickening. And he's not there yet. Where when he's ready to go, he's gone. And I think that we have a team that can pressure you with only 4. We don't got to bring 5 to pressure you. And y'all got a great offensive line. Don't get me twisted, but y'all beat up front. I think 4 of y'all 5 offensive linemen is on the injury list this week. They limited. Mm-hmm. They playing, but they was all limited in practice this week. So you don't want to. I mean, not that we not banged up on the defensive line too. Micah Parsons kind of banged up a little bit. D-Law banged up a little bit. So it's even Steven when it comes to that. And Bohanna banged up too. But I think the fact that our scheme is only predicated on the fact that we bring 4, and you got the addition of J-Ron Curse coming back, because our problem would have been Sanders on the edges. Sanders on the edges would have probably been a problem 2 weeks ago when J-Rock wasn't there. But when you got J-Rock and Wilson on opposite sides of the field, and they're coupled with either Parsons or Law, it's like, I don't have a problem with us on the edges. And that's the one place I think that the run game was kind of weak for us defensively. And I think we sealed that up last week when J-Rock came back. Not that they didn't get out there a little bit, but I think J-Rock's communication and Wilson being on the opposite side of the field, I mean, we solid tackling team. Now, execution is still execution. We still got to do it. We still got to do it. So don't get me wrong. Y'all can still come and, people get hurt. Big plays happen. People fall down. Things happen. So, we still got to execute properly. But I think personnel-wise, when you're looking on the paper, we got a secondary. We got the linebackers we need. And we got the front that we need to cause him to pull that ball down. I want Hurts running around. I want him scrambling. I don't want him design running on us, because that means he's effective doing what he wants to do. But I want him pulling the ball down. And, if he get 10 yards every once in a while, cool. But he pulling the ball down and he got to make a different decision. I want that to happen. And I think he's going to have to do that a lot more because, obviously we didn't want to bring that pressure.
Yeah, but with y'all playing zone, I kind of feel like he's going to have to, if I'm being honest, he got to make some big time throws in this game. It's a real, possibility that you guys could be effective at stopping the run. Listen, I just want to make this clear. I think the defense is real. You know what I mean? I think it's real. I know this will be the best test for y'all. This will be the best offense y'all played on paper. I mean, I think the best offense y'all played right now is the Commanders, like on paper. But y'all played some stars. It's the Commanders on paper. Everybody else, I think,
Commanders.
It's the Commanders on paper. Everybody else is in the bottom 16. The Commanders are the only team in the top 16. Carson got some alright numbers. He just don't win.
That. It ain't now when they play. They look trash.
He just don't win. Yeah. Right, exactly. The Buccaneers like 22nd. Who else is in it? The Rams like 23rd.
You gotta kind of throw stats out though, bro. Because when I look at that, like even y'all defensively, defense is good, not great. And the reason I say that.
Hold on. Before you go, this is why I like stats though. Everybody we played is in the top 16. We played better offensive teams than y'all. That's just the facts. The Detroit Lions put up numbers.
It don't count. Who are those?
How that don't count?
Because who are those teams playing? You know what I'm saying? If you
I get what you're saying.
Y'all play teams like y'all play the Lions, right? The Lions don't have the defense. They good. I think they good.
Yeah, but we talk. But my defense went against that offense. That's what I'm saying. My defense has played that's a top 3 offense. You see what I'm saying? Like my defense has played more explosive offenses than yours.
Right, but when you're playing a team that's not a balanced team, like games go different. So the reason I say that is like y'all if even y'all defense is good because y'all offense, y'all number one. What y'all number one in rush attempts? Yeah.
Something like that. Definitely top 5. Yeah,
we already know that time of possession is everything because your defense get time to rest, and when your defense is resting, ain't nobody putting no stats up on them because they on the sideline. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right.
that is a defensive stat that will always help a defense. When I watch the film, that the eye test is where you go with it. So if a defense can go on the field, short field, long field, whatever kind of field, and just make stops consistently against any kind of offense, I don't care if it's a good offense or not.
Yeah,
they NFL offenses. That's when I say you real. So
I feel like
the Eagles, we're going to find out, and not this game either, because Cooper Rush is good,
not this game.
But I don't think he's going to stress y'all out though. You know what I mean?
I think so. So I agree with you with the time of possession thing. That's something that I didn't think about the whole time in 5 weeks. You know what I mean? That's why I talk to people like that didn't come across my mind. But we still got to keep in the two. This is my thing that makes me believe we real. We number 1 in 3 and outs. You know what I mean? That's still hard to do. Like we got the most 3 and outs in the NFL. Like we getting dudes off the field. You know what I mean? So I think time of possession kind of goes out the window with that. We getting the offense back on the ball fast or back on the field fast.
So
it's kind of even.
That time of possession, right? You giving him he could come
out
and screw up. He know he gonna get the ball right back. Whether it's Slay or one of them taking it away. When you watch the Jacksonville game, man, like a win is a win in the NFL. But when you watch the Jacksonville game, they had like Reddick kind of knocked the ball out for one of them, one of those fumbles. The other one was just a fumble snap. And that was a difference maker. Those 2 turnovers was a difference maker in that game. So when you look at the way y'all constantly get the ball back to your offense and y'all run the ball when y'all get it, it's hard for any team that's not up early. The only way a team can give y'all trouble is if they can score early and frustrate y'all early and beat.
But Jacksonville was up 14.
Yeah,
they was about to kill us. They was about to go up 21.
Yeah.
Then we kind of turned it on. So listen, I think we real. I think we real. I think we real.
Y'all last.
Hold on. Y'all put up 10 against the Rams. This is my concern with y'all.
Right.
And I think we can exploit this. Y'all put up 10 offensive points against the Rams. From the break, y'all got the defensive touchdown. Like that defense was juiced up. Y'all got the fumble recovery. Then I want to say y'all blocked the punt. Because I was watching both games. I had one game on one screen. I'm going back and forth like, damn, they coming back. Damn, we about to lose. It was getting crazy for me for a minute. But y'all get a lot of help though, and y'all going to continue to need points off turnovers, especially coming into Philly with how good this defense is. You're going to have to get some points on turnovers.
That's true. But what the way I just said, y'all offense helps y'all defense look better. Same thing goes for ours. Like last week, if you score 14 or 10 on a team, right, and you up, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to come out launching the ball as often. You're not going to go for big plays. Like we only threw the ball 16 times with Rush last week. So people come at Rush about that, but I'm like, what's wrong with Rush? I actually argued with a Cowboy fan down to the ground today about that. Nothing wrong with Rush. He only threw the ball 16 times because we shouldn't have thrown any more than that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
If you're in control of the game, why would you risk the football? So you're going to play ball control, Herm Edwards, Bill Parcells, smash mouth football when you up like that. So I feel like we can score. Like when I look back at Cooper Rush, especially that game against Minnesota last year, he showed me a lot. And that was a different Minnesota defense than we see now, right? But he showed me a lot. He showed me he was able to like really stand in there. He threw for over 300 yards, and we didn't run the ball that well that game. So for him to do that, I know it's in there. You know what I mean? He can do it. Does he need to do it every week? No. But Tom Brady didn't need to do it when he played us either. When you see Aaron Rodgers turn around and hand the ball off to his running backs when that's what's required to win these games. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So I think Cooper Rush is a go gadget quarterback. He'll do what's required when it's required. No different than Russell Wilson and those types of guys. I really respect what Cooper Rush is doing. And I think I like the fact that no matter what he does, he's still looked at as like, just a serviceable guy. But he's more than serviceable for us to be 4-0 with him in there this year.
He definitely, winning 4 games in a row ain't easy to do in the National Football League. That's why I'm not sleeping on y'all record. nor am I sleeping on ours, because
Not
to
at
put
all.
them type of wins together, I mean, it's honorable, and I'm glad it's coming down to a clash like this. I think we got to make Cooper Rush throw the ball, though. This is what I'm afraid of, though. If we talk about a little bit about of the scouting that I've done so far, I'm afraid of y'all getting away from the A-gap. You know, I'm afraid of y'all bouncing it to the outside, because we predicate so much on trying to stop you from the middle, and sometimes we forget that y'all got the speed. Zeke even still got that speed to get to the outside and make something happen. That's what I'm afraid of, because when you get to the outside, you got to tackle. It ain't too much gang tackling happening over there. You need immaculate eye discipline. When we could gang tackle you, like, I don't think it's happening up the A-gap. I'm afraid y'all getting to the outside. I already
said that in the, you know, shameless plug, but in the film breakdown I just did, I mean, I definitely don't think you want to deal with Jordan in there. What you want early is to come out and shotgun look. So you said exactly what the game plan kind of has to be for the Cowboys, because Cooper Rush going to have to throw the football anyway, because we're going to come out in shotgun looks. We're going to have to. We need to spread you guys out and hope that when we show those shotgun fronts, you have a sub package that don't include Jordan Davis in it. You know, you come out with the smaller guys, you know what I mean? And then we run from those types of looks. When he come out and he's there, you know, you stick with the pass. When we come out and he ain't out there, run the damn football, because his ass ain't in the middle of the field. So come out in shotgun and just see play chess with the Eagles defensive coordinator and see who he decides to use in those personnel packages. And running on the edges is the best way to get his ass off the field, because although he can run that 4.8,
he'll chase you. But
you want him doing that. You do that 4 or 5 times, that's the quickest way for him to get back on the bench. So until he's like fully, you know, he gonna hit that wall, that rookie wall, sophomore wall. But until he's like, you know, fully bona fide, I think that's the best way to play Jordan Davis, until he puts enough on film for you to see how you can be effective against him in any other kind of way. But you know, he's a freakishly strong dude, man. I seen him in the Arizona game. He ain't lift the dude's shoulder pass, nothing. It looked like he just touched main man's shoulder. But 64 tried to block him. He just stiff armed his shoulder, but he took a knee and then bent him backwards, bro. Pause. But I'm like, God,
he's strong. He's strong, and he got that rare, you know, that rare speed and power that you don't see from a guy his size. You know, my mindset for this game was like, yo, shut down the run. I almost feel like what we got to do is sell out, bro. I feel like, listen, you paid Slay, Bradbury and Slay both got 2 picks apiece. I like what Epps is bringing to the table. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he could play slot. He could play. I think Avonte Maddox is going to be back. Gardner-Johnson, a dog. You know what I mean? You got a lot of dogs in his secondary.
He a dog, but I love it. That's the matchup that I like in that game. Watch 23 the whole game.
For the tight end?
No, anybody. Like 23 is a single high safety. When y'all ask that boy to come down and play slot, play man, that's what I like about. Do that. Please bring him down.
Yeah, the best. He was better at that though. Statistically in the NFL, he's been better in the slot.
See, that's why stats. You gotta watch the film. That's why stats is live.
He's better in the slot, but picking off Brady in the slot.
Let me give you an example. Yeah, I mean, the sun shines on the dog's ass every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you about that, dude. Yeah, he's a feast or famine guy, and man, he will make a play here and there. I'm not gonna say he can't do that, but he's not natural in it. It's like his single high. I haven't seen too many people get behind him when he's reading correctly. He's vicious with that. You can get underneath him with, like, if you play action and pull the linebackers down, and you guys only run Edwards most of the time at linebacker. The rest of the time you got Reddick and Graham on the outside as your other linebackers. They really defensive ends, so you're really playing with one linebacker. So when we play action, if we get Edwards moving or pull him down, we can get underneath Gardner. And I think we can have some success when he's single high there. That's the matchup when you're trying to go deep. When you trying to play that short stuff, or you looking for anything quick, when you see him come down, he gives it away what you guys are doing. When he comes down and you pull a guy in zone, in motion, and he's following, we know you're in man, we know you're blitzing, because we know the only reason you would put him in man is if somebody else coming hot. So I like it when he's down there, because it's an easier read. And it's a mismatch, because I would go after him every time. If you on Lamb, I like him, but I don't like him guarding on Lamb.
We would never put him on Lamb.
Y'all put this ball on Christian Kirk. I'm like, what are you doing?
He got shut down, though.
Man, they was missing. See, shut down. Only shut down.
No, okay, yeah, he did miss.
Are you shutting it down?
He did miss.
Missing?
He was missing. He did miss. He missed a wide open. Was that Kirk that he missed? He missed the touchdown.
Yeah,
he definitely was missing.
Watching, like, that's what I look at. Like, okay, I don't mind. Like, the stats will tell you, oh man, ain't nobody, score on him. Ain't nobody complete on him. But were there opportunities to do it? Oh yeah, they were there. They just couldn't.
That's why I'm happy. That's why I'm happy Maddox is coming back. He's more of a natural cornerback, a natural slot corner, and we can keep Gardner-Johnson in his safety position. But I think you got to sell out. I think you got to sell. You got to show me. You got to make me believe that Cooper Rush is going to beat us. You got to show me that. I think our defense is too good for Cooper Rush to have some success. I would sell out and stop the run, and I would almost live with Gardner-Johnson having to play man with somebody, as long as it ain't seeded. And I think you can game plan for that.
But that's the point. You guys haven't had to sell out this season because of Jordan Davis. You don't sell out that often. Stopping the run, like Arizona really just went away from the run some against you guys, but they were running effectively. They just stopped. The Lions ran effectively. I think every team other than Minnesota, I don't remember Minnesota's game because I was moving around. I ain't watching. But most teams that can run against you guys, it's just that only the scat backs off the edges are the ones who can do it. Like when you running on the edge or when you run in the middle when Davis ain't in there. But if you guys have to sell out to stop the run, that helps Cooper Rush. That helps him get those throwing lanes on play action, bootlegs, so on.
That he got to prove. He got to show us he can make. He got to show us he can make all them throws.
I'm glad.
I ain't saying he trash, but he got to show us. We can't let Zeke and Pollard do it because that's the obvious answer. It got to be Cooper Rush.
A thing that Cooper Rush has that Dak doesn't have, that Hurts doesn't have, is a quick release and good feet in the pocket. He can climb the pocket pretty well, and he got a pretty quick release. So, I mean, blitzing. I love when you blitz a quarterback who's poised, and it's going to answer questions for me too, because we got the Minnesota game, but they weren't blitzing that crazy. So they're not Zimmer's a blitzer, but they just weren't blitzing him all crazy. Not that I can remember anyway. So it's going to show me something too, because if you guys are selling out, we're going to find out what Cooper Rush is worth. We're going to find out what his line can do as well. So, I mean, I can't wait to see that. I hope you do. I hope you sell out.
And,
but you're going to have opportunity to get you too.
Exactly, and I think we got to get him more than not. We speak about offensive lines. Listen, Micah Parsons is a dog. Like, we're not even going to play around with that. We're just going to call a spade a spade. Yeah. Micah Parsons is really the only person that I'm worried about. Like Tank Lawrence,
you still take Nakobe Dean over Michael Parsons? You still?
That ain't what I said. That ain't what I said.
That's what I heard. I didn't hear you say it. Somebody told me you said that.
They love doing it. I said that Nakobe Dean is capable of having a better career. But obviously, Nakobe Dean can't even beat the guys out right now that's getting playing time in front of him. Kaiser White and TJ Edwards. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he's capable of having a better career. He won't even have all the sacks. Now, listen, I personally think that Hassan Reddick is the most skilled edge rusher in the division. A lot of people think that I'm saying a lot. I think he is.
Oh,
I think he got better.
What do you mean?
Skill. He got better moves.
More tools in the tool shed.
He got way more tools than Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is mainly bull rushing power. Now, that's not a knock on Micah Parsons, because Micah Parsons just being an athletic freak is enough. You know what I mean? Skill has to be learned. Hassan Reddick had to learn to be that skilled. Micah Parsons didn't have to learn nothing to be that effective.
I mean, when you say skilled, I mean, I can't argue with that. Like, because Carson Wentz got more skills than Hurts and Dak. That don't mean he's better. There
you go. That's my point behind that.
If Parsons had the tools that Reddick has, I mean, you might as well
be dominant.
You might as well just throw the ball at him or hike the ball and throw it at him. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you can do, because you know who that kind of reminds me of? That reminds me of like a hybrid Von Miller. Von Miller got moves, and he's still strong. Like, Von Miller is still effective at this age. He's still getting contract extensions. Yeah. I think Von Miller like 36 or something like that.
Is he?
Yeah, he up there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He getting contract extensions. That's the point I'm making. And I think Micah Parsons could be that once the explosiveness kind of died down, and he's still strong. I feel so it wasn't a knock, but I think Micah Parsons is the one that he's the best guy on your defensive line, period. But I don't think there's one guy on our offensive line that he will be able to abuse over and over again repeatedly. Like, he gonna beat some people.
Oh, yes, there is.
He gonna win. Who that?
Kelsey.
Nah. But they're not even gonna put him in that position. Well, they sometimes are blasting through the middle.
No, they will. Because the reason they might, if you watch the game we played you when he played y'all last year, he was playing linebacker. If we have him at linebacker to spy, this is what I want them to do anyway. Because y'all run heavy, one of our best run defenders on the edge is Sam Williams. Sam Williams is a beast against the run. So I would like Sam Williams to come in and play more on the edge and put Micah Parsons in the middle of the field, not only to spy Hurts, but also to take advantage of the fact that Kelsey got a messed up ankle. I like Micah's feet and Kelsey's ankle all day. I like that all day. Not that Kelsey, you're right. But a Kelsey with a messed up ankle, go after him. I would go after him all day, stress it out all day. Yeah. So I think if there's a matchup, you don't want to mess with Johnson on the edge. If there's a matchup that I think he can win consistently, you let D-Law deal with Johnson. You let him keep being that battering ram over there, and you go after Kelsey. That's where I would go. I would ISO Kelsey.
I like that. I would like to see Micah in the middle of the field, actually. Yeah. I would like to see Micah in the middle of the field. I think that gives us, a good opportunity to probably have a running back helping out. If they get too hectic to come through that middle. And I think that gives us an opportunity to audible to something quick to the outside, being as though Micah is in that middle. If you could run it or pitch it to the outside, do something, get to the edge, away from your guy, Sam Williams.
That don't help you because
why not?
Because you got two guys. If Micah's in the middle of the field, you got two guys on the edge that can. DA can set the edge very well, and so can D-Law. You ain't gonna do that over there. Not really, not often, unless he's. The only way to run over the D-Law side is if he's shooting the B gap on his own. He's just trying to shoot inside, and you can just break contain. But if he's containing, you ain't gonna do that over there. And if that's the case, that means you gotta run at Parsons. And even if you're trying to run away from him and he's in the middle of the field, his sideline to sideline run stop and action is crazy. Like that's what I like about him. Like you're not gonna get in his way, and he gonna get there. So that stresses y'all out. Y'all want him on the edge because you get to pick a side. You're like, oh, he over there, we going over here. Or he over there, run right at him. When it's been effective when you run at the edges and he out there, you hoping that he's in the pass rush mindset, and he run right past you. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? You can run right off tackle on him all day, and that's real shit. The Washington Redskins did that to him. They blew him up, not all day, but they did it. They got some. Davis, I think, had like a 20, 30-yard.
Yeah, they have some success running the ball on y'all.
Not because he can't stop it. It's just that if he's thinking pass rush and getting upfield, you'll have some space behind him if you're running that way. So that's what I would want to see if I was y'all. I wouldn't want to see him in the middle of the field personally. Like I think because a center, they don't got the footwork to deal with that. Like they used to dealing with defensive tackles. Guards and centers used to dealing with defensive tackles and big guys. Or
listen, I believe in him. He got to pancake Kelsey for me to believe it. Kelsey a dog. He just got to run. He got to run Kelsey over.
You said it. So now you just manifested that. It's on.
I'm saying for me to believe that Kelsey can't hold him long enough.
Blame your mans.
But
blame your mans like that goddamn.
So as far as y'all offensive line go, I like us attacking y'all rookie. I like us to try to attack y'all rookie. You know what I mean? He's not trash. You know what I mean? I think he's seven. I think he's 7 of his sacks is given up. It's only 3. Still early in the season. You know what I mean? He's dealt with some dogs. You know, he had to block Aaron Donald. That's a healthy learning experience.
To Aaron Donald, like that's
you know what I'm saying? That's right. That's a healthy learning experience right there. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't want us to watch the tape and think he's sweet, but I think we got the dogs up front to exploit that. I think Hargrave can have some success there.
Y'all gonna give him some trouble. But yeah, you know what the key factor to his success this game will be?
What?
Y'all boy coming back home, man. Peters is playing left guard this game, man. And him being in his ear, right there next to him, I think that's a good support structure right there. I like him in between Biadasz and Smith because he's a good mentor. He's a good mentor.
I forgot all about him. That's who we about to attack. I forgot all about that.
Go ahead.
That's who we about to attack. He about to get this work, and And he talking a little too much already. I think it's Peters. We're gonna mix it up.
You know, under that hat, you sweating like a motherfucker when I said that. He said
negative. No. I'm like, why I ain't think to attack him?
He said Peters playing. I ain't know that nigga was playing.
That ain't what I meant. I said I'm thinking like this. Why I ain't think about attacking him first?
I mean,
he very well might be the weakest link.
he is a guy that you probably want to attack, not because of mental, but physically. He didn't have a training camp. He still got a, he ain't bruised up the right way. That's why he bruised. That's why his chest was bruised last week. So you probably, if it's coming like bringing pressure and trying to hurt something, hoping that attrition does the job, yeah, you want to go at him. But mentally speaking, he can set the tone for this offensive line because he makes the left side.
Happening.
He makes the left side.
And Philly,
running, man.
And Philly with BJ and them talking, Fletcher and them talking, Peter's about to get the work out of his life. He used to play for us.
Yeah,
he's a long time. He's a pillar. Yeah. He's a pillar in the franchise.
That's why I say it's a problem for y'all.
No, we don't play no turncoat games.
He's sitting on the bench getting his check, and he just say, "No, we playing the Eagles. Oh no, I'm playing." When he say that means he mean business. If he would have set out this game, I'd be like, "Oh, he might be a little banged up for real." He said, "I'm playing." So if he playing this game, man, oh man,
we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. So the cornerback wide receiver matchup. It's been a lot of talk about this. Now I'm gonna ask you this: who do you think is the best wide receiver in the division? I want your opinion on this because I know you watch film.
I would have to say it's out of AJ. I mean, I would say AJ right now better than Lamb for sure. Like I would say that. I'm not going. You won't get that. If that's the argument you were trying to get out of me.
It wasn't an argument. I just wanted the truth because nobody else is going to say that though.
But to me, AJ, a healthy Gallup is my favorite receiver on my team. So I'm like,
Gallup different.
Yeah, I like Gallup. Gallup, my man, but he not full strength yet. You know what I mean? But I think Gallup a beast. I would have to see more out of AJ, but AJ a problem, bro. Like AJ is definitely. I'm not gonna take that from him. He's probably the best receiver in the division. I like what Kadarius Toney could do. I'm talking about talent wise.
Well, just production / talent, everything. The whole
production
package.
is gonna be AJ, man. He got the most 50-yard plus bombs in the last.
Yeah, and I think he got the most 10-yard receptions already this year.
So yeah,
I mean so far. So the production, right? The production. Now I will say this. Listen,
Kadarius Toney is a whole problem. Like he had your whole team chasing you in circles, man. I like that boy. I like that.
He just needed to get into a system that fit him though.
Yeah, him with Aaron Rodgers, he fits. Yeah,
he needed to get into a system that fit him. So you comfortable with Diggs? You comfortable with Diggs on AJ Brown?
I don't like Diggs against small guys. I like Diggs against big bodies. AJ Brown's a big body. I don't have no problems with that. You got certain guys who line up well against bigger receivers, and he's one of them. That matchup favors him. Him and Smith, too. I think he can run with Smith, but I would rather see Smith by committee, and you let AJ and Diggs duke it out. Smith by committee with Brown on Smith because Brown's better against those smaller, shiftier guys. That's what he's good at. So I don't think there's a problem with Diggs going up against AJ. I think that's where I would want him to be because that's who's gonna get the targets. Right.
You know what I mean? And I think it's gonna be a good matchup, man. I think it's gonna be a classic, man. I think that's gonna be like so now that these guys are both in the same division, I think that matchup should start getting the same hype that you get when Ramsey going against the Lattimore's and it should start getting that same type of respect. You know what I mean? And that just leads into, what I was saying earlier about the East being back. You know what I mean? You got marquee matchups. You got big games. Like this game is going to be the most watched game of the season. You know what I mean? And I want to give y'all credit for that. And I want to give us credit for that as well because, listen, I knew we was going to be this good, but y'all kept up with a backup quarterback. So, this game definitely deserved the hype, man. And, I'm excited for this one, man. I think we're going to win for sure, though. You know what I mean? I think you got some good points. You know what I mean? We undefeated. I can't say we're going to lose at any time until we lose. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? You got some good points,
Rush man. Undefeated too, though, right? Rush is undefeated. I can't say he's going to lose until he loses. He undefeated.
Listen. I ain't mad at that.
He 5-0.
I ain't mad at that. Something got to give Sunday night, man. You definitely left me with some stuff to think about because when I say I will go all out, I'm like, damn, what if they spread us out now? So this just lets me know the mind of a head coach and what they would have to go through because every game plan got a counter. It's all about how fast you can adjust. And I think the battle of the trenches is going to be the most important, man. So, I mean, I don't know, man. We just gonna have to see what happened on Sunday. This is crazy, man.
They're the best team win. One thing I can say, you hit the nail right on the head, man. Much respect to you for that too. You the first person I seen saying like the NFC East is back because
back.
There's not a team in any other. I mean, the Niners is doing some things I like, but there's not a team in any other conference that I can say like, oh man, I don't really want to play them. I don't know what we're gonna do against them. I really don't know who's gonna win this game. I know what it takes to win, but I don't know who's gonna win this game. But there's teams that I'm like, I'm not worried about most of the teams on the schedule, barring injury or God coming back. I ain't worried about none of them.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy when you think about it, though. Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it, though. The most competition that we all got right now is within a division. Like we got to take care. The Giants is a problem. They 4-1. No matter, somebody got to start beating them.
We beat them.
I mean, right. So now we got to do our job now. Yeah. So no matter what happened in this game, we still got work to do. We're gonna come out 6-0 by the grace of God. We're gonna go on the bye. We still got to see the 4-1 Giants twice. Yeah. You know what I mean? We still got business to handle. So this definitely don't stop. The Christmas game will also be a big one as well. The Christmas Eve game between you guys. So man. I don't know who going listen. I don't know who going to win this game either, man. I've been talking crazy all week. You know what I mean? Because that's just I'm gonna be at the game. I'm gonna be in the building.
I already know. Like, people are coming in my comments like, "Can you go say something to Brunson?" I said, "I don't got nothing to say, man. Like, let it
right. They try
this team.
They try to get everybody on me. But this is the truth. This is the facts of the matter. I can honestly say that I'm confident in my team, but it's a high chance that we could lose this game. You know what I mean? It's like a 50-50 chance. Like 100%. The best game plan, the best quarterback playing the best. That all got to go into account. Two of the most exciting defenses
early, like big plays early, and then attrition. Like because one thing I can say though, we some hitters over our defense. We hurt shit, bro. We hurt shit. Our defense.
Y'all definitely been breaking bones up. And my defense been doing a little too much arm tackling lately.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at on film. Like y'all can be had in space.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that.
We hurt shit. And y'all got players. Y'all got force players here and there. Like Epps will smack you. There's a couple guys that'll smack you, but I'm talking about top down. Everybody be hit.
Y'all angry. Y'all play angry. And I hope. Listen, the Cardinals was trying to decapitate us last week, bro. Yeah. They was hit. I ain't never seen Smitty get hit that many times that hard.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 times in that game.
I saw that. I saw
right, spinning around, breaking tackles.
And Buda Baker knocked him out. I'm like, whoa. Right. Buda Baker came down with some force, knocked him right out.
That's what you get when you 5-0, though. We got to get used to that. When you're the last undefeated, everybody trying to knock you off. So I hope we learn something in that Cardinals game and understand. Like, I've seen an injury report. A lot of rest for us. Yeah. We listen. We got to get ready because it's going to be a physically demanding game, and we better be hitting the same way back. So I'm going to definitely be tight about that, man. But you already know, man. My guy Akoye Media in the building, man. You know what I mean? I learned some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy.
It'd be too far between, man. Have me back.
It'll definitely be too far between. Listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the win or the loss of both sides. Yeah. We're going to talk about the win or the loss of both sides. You know what I mean? It's going to be a football talk, and ain't going to be no trolling, nothing like that. We're going to talk about what we should have did or we're going to talk about it. You know what I mean? Because listen, I got to get on the camera anyway. I'd rather be with you. That way, you know what I mean? You're going to be doing all that. You know what I mean? So, that's what we're going to do, man. So, I guess sometime next week, we definitely going to do this again for sure. I'm going to text you, let you know about your availability and all of that after we digest the game and get our film and our takeaways. But it's definitely going to be exciting, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You already know the vibes, man. But shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out my guy, Akoye. Hope y'all enjoy. Let's go.
Yep. Got you, bro. Appreciate it.